Samore Love Bugs, you have now tuned in to my Black Ink Crew recap. Guys, be sure to subscribe to this brand new, all-new channel. Also, be sure to share this video wherever it is that you like to share videos, okay? Alright, boom. And also be sure to check out my other channel because I will be putting up my Love and Hip Hop recap right over there, Samore Love TV. Okay, so in the beginning of this episode, we have a girl named Deidre, and it's crazy because she's somebody I used to work with maybe like a year or two ago. She didn't work there for that long, but we did work together. And I saw her tattoo it feels like it was like a year ago. It was either a couple months ago to a year ago that I saw her tattoo, and I was like, oh, that's hot. And I even told her, like, wow, that joint's hot. And she was just like, thank you, you know, that's what you're supposed to say. But I didn't know that it was done by these people, which is pretty cool. And that she was actually going to be on the show. So anyway, she gets her tattoo. It was a corset tattoo. She gets it done to kind of honor, I think she said, her family who survived cancer. And I think she said they were like the backbone of the family or something to that line. Is something to that extent is what she had said. So, but her tattoo came out really nice, and you know, it was one of those moments where they talk and they try to give a bit of inspiration and just, you know, as we always say, to like try to diffuse the ratchetness just a little bit. So they talk about like relationships and how she's in a relationship and how they talk, how they feel about it and what it is to really, what is the definition of a relationship to each one of them, to her as well as to Caesar and stuff like that. So now they take us on a trip from the dirty streets of Harlem. No offense, guys. But, you know, they showed the pond, the little puddle in the street. I mean, not even a pond. A puddle in the street with dirt in it. They showed dirty 125th Street where the bums be at. And then they take us over across the pond to Paris. Bonjour, tout le monde. That's actually Creole, but close enough, right? So anyways, they take us over there, and who's there standing is Caesar. He has a bouquet of flowers, and he is waiting as Duchess is walking towards him. And she's just like blown away because it's like an amazing surprise to see somebody actually that you didn't even think would have been all the way in Paris to be there. So Duchess, she tells him how her time is going and that she's not having the best of time. Of course, she gives her scenario of how things went down at the party and everything else. And he's just like, you're not the same Duchess. And she's like, I'm trying to be a better person. And he's like, F that better person stuff. I want you to be yourself. I'm like, please don't let her bring back the person that I didn't like, because I didn't like her in the last season because she was just annoying to me. Like right now, I'm kind of feeling the way I felt about her in season 1. But like, please don't bring back that person that I saw last season because I wasn't really feeling it. You know, she was my enemy. She was the enemy of the show. And, okay, so Caesar, he's trying to bring her back to the person that she used to be anyways. So Sky, she finds out that she isn't really who she thought she was. She thought she was one name, and she ends up that when she went to go get her passport, which she got denied for, she's a whole different name. So she's asking her mom to give her a little more insight on her past, and she knows that her father isn't the person that she thought he was, but her mother does explain that her father got locked up for 25 years. So her job as a mother was to try to get her a father and to have somebody to be the father figure in her life, and that's exactly what she did. And at the end of the day, she did say that she appreciates her mom for that, to have that figure in her life. You know, pretty cool, I guess. I mean, it makes sense. So anyways, now he's coming out of jail and he wants to be reunited with her, and she says that she doesn't mind as long as her mom's going to be there as well. I guess, you know, because this guy's been in jail for all these years, she don't really know nothing about him. This is going to be her first time meeting him, so she definitely needs to have her mom, who actually knows him, there, which is great that her mom said she would do it. Duchess, she comes to talk to Kwani and Sassy about how they came into the party and didn't really acknowledge her, talk to her, anything like that. And Kwani, she just says, you know, you gotta always let us know how you feel about certain things so that we don't think it's one thing and then it's not. And she was like, yo, like, I'm a B. I'll tell you how it is. And I want you to do the same. I'm like, y'all trying to get her to be a B too. She's like, I'm trying to change to be a better person. It's like before, everybody was mad at her because she was this crazy, outspoken person who would say the stupidest things to get everybody mad. Now that she's a little bit calmer and trying to think before she talks like a normal human being, everybody's upset. It's like, you can't win. It's like she trying to do one thing, she's losing. You try to do another thing, you're losing. That's the thing in this world. You can't make everybody happy, and it's like you just gotta be yourself at the end of the day. You can't try to be what you think that people would want you to be. So if she is the queen bee, you know, then I guess that's what she gotta be. I just gotta be like, dang, I gotta be talking bad about her. Like, yo, why did Duchess have to do this? And Duchess gotta do that. Puma, he goes to see the competition to kind of scope it out and see what's going on. And he's like, yo, like, from the looks of things, I'm doing pretty well. He tells them that he has, I think he said a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, some hot car there that costs a whole ton load of money. And he's looking around like, yo, like, I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I haven't been to the shop. Y'all saw the video. I put it back up. I haven't been there in like a year. When did I go there? I think I went there in I went there early 2014 around October, November. Well, that's not early. That's late. I went there around October, November. Was that 2013 or 2014? It might have been. I don't know. I just know I went in October, November. That's when I had went. And had a pretty little, I mean, it's not a big, huge shop. It's, I was only like in the lounge area, but they have like a nice little back area. And that was months ago. So they probably renovated by now. Because that was like when they had first opened up. So, he also reveals to them, to the crew, the Black Ink Crew, that Caesar is out in Paris from what he's hearing. And they're just like, wow. No, but at the end of the day, they like, whatever. He's a grown man. He can do what he do. Maybe they getting back together or whatever. It's whatever, man. 2 customers, they come in, and they're from Paris as well. I'm like, hey, this show all about Paris. I mean, dang. So they got their little accents. They want some tattoos. The only tattoo artist, excuse me, that's left in there is freaking I was gonna say Puma, is O. And what is he doing? He's painting. He's like, yo, I need you to do this tattoo. And he's like, oh, I'm painting right now. Like, seriously? You're turning down money so you can paint and do nothing? Yo, I can't deal with people like that. Like, that's just freaking crazy. He complained about he didn't even have money to go see his bail's bondsman, but yet you turning down work. How does that work? Like, I hate people that don't have a lot of ambition, you know? That's a whole nother video, though. And so now, then a few minutes later, after the people leave, he's going to the back to do a tattoo for Donna, who's getting a free tattoo at that, of an ice cream on the back of her thigh. So, of course, he jumps at the chance to do that. He's like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And Walter's like, you just turned down work and you're going to do a free tattoo? You need to do that after the shop's closed down. And, of course, he's not listening because Walter's not really the boss. And they defy the boss anyway. So why would you think they would really listen to Walter, who's just the acting person, until Caesar comes back? I really hope he snitches because, and I hope, I was going to say Sneezer. I hope Caesar actually does something because, I don't know, I just feel like, oh, just gets away with foolishness. And he's just like, oh, I know Anya would hate this. Yeah, if you know Anya would hate it, then why are you so thirsty to do it? Why are you so quick to jump to do it? And she's and her foolish self is just like, oh, I don't know why Anya would hate it. You know, that makes me feel a little weird because we never did anything. Now you want to say you never did anything, but every time somebody says something about how y'all did anything or you was caught in the bathroom with him talking about some cleanup yourself, you never said that y'all didn't do nothing before. You just kind of smiled and laughed it off. Come on, you're not fooling anybody. I'm sorry. I mean, even if she didn't do anything, she made herself seem like she did. Anybody in their right mind or in their not so right mind would assume that she did something with him. And plus they live together too. She probably walks around in her little underwear. Like, she felt real comfortable taking down them pants to show her little booty and everything real quick in the camera. I'm just saying. Well, not little booty, that big booty actually. So she's just like, oh, well, you know, I hope that me and Anya could be friends. Friends, doubt that. he's just like, yeah, that's not a good idea. He's like, you though that would be freaking, it would be catastrophic to kind of put them together. Because he knows how Anya is and he knows how Donna is. I mean, I don't know how Donna is. She doesn't seem like the turn up girl, but you never know. Some people, they be turn up on the low. Like, they get crazy, but they're able to suppress it a little more. Like Anya, she just says what she feels when she wants to say it. She doesn't care if she's pregnant or not. And when the baby's dropped, now that the baby's gone, she probably gonna be even quicker to snap. And we did see little clips here and there that look like she about to snap real soon on somebody. And I think it's gonna be Donna. So Caesar and Duchess, they have a nice little day down in Paris, and he tells her that he misses her and that she doesn't really look like she's happy, and she tells him that she's not, that he's her best friend. And she kind of like tears up a little bit. And guys, did you notice those nails? Oh my gosh. I need to like tweet her or something and find out where she gets her nails done, because it's here in New York. I mean, I don't get my nails done that often, but I don't know. Turnip Day next week is coming up. My birthday. Was it next week or the week after? Actually, yeah, February 26th. Yeah. I don't even know. It's not the same as it usually is. I guess because I'm getting old. I just don't feel like turning up too much. I might go on a little vacation or something. I'm definitely going on a few days vacation. So you ain't going to see me for like a few days. But it won't really change anything, because usually those days I don't have any reviews anyway, from like Thursday, which is my actual birthday, all the way up until, I think I'll come back on Tuesday. So I'll miss the next Love and Hip Hop for that. Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled program. Kwani, she pulls out one of the most like beat down, tore up iPads I have ever seen in my life. Like, an iPad is supposed to look like this. It really is. And I'm not even going to take it off the tripod, but it's supposed to look regular. Like, it looked like a white iPod that was like broken up, and thank goodness the screen part wasn't broke so she could still see people. It was just freaking ridiculous. I'm like, girl, don't you get enough money that you could buy yourself a new iPad? Or does that one have some sentimental value where you're just like, I'm never letting this go. I'll never let you go. I mean, because I just couldn't understand why it was just so cracked up. So first she Skypes her mama, and then she goes ahead to Skype her boo thing, because she's starting to miss him. Because even though she's getting some type of perspective while she's on this trip, she's missing her boo. That's her man. So she Skypes him up, and he's like, hey. You know, he just looks so tired, and he's talking about he's hot. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, we hours apart, and I'm trying to fit some time in that I can see you real quick and talk to you, and it's almost like he don't care. So she just like ends up ending the call, and she cries when she's talking to us in the commentary, because she's just like, she really wants to do her own thing. Like, she even feels a little jealous of the relationship he has with Sassy. Good thing Sassy's a lesbian, otherwise it would have probably been a problem between him and her being so close, you know, because I would have probably thought something if that was my man hanging out so close and doing everything for this girl. Good thing she's a lesbian. So anyways, she's even like a little jealous with her, because he has her working and doing all these things, and he just wants her to be at home being like the housewife. And when they got together, initially they were doing everything together. And that's what I kind of said in the last episode. They used to turn up together. They used to go to the club, strip club, anything together. And now it's just like he does everything by herself, and she's left there at home. And she wants to get her career going. She wants to do things for herself. You know, at the end of the day, if things don't work out, you don't want to be the one that was his girlfriend or known just for that. You want to have your own brand as well. So I think that's what she really wants to work on, is her boutique or whatever it is that she wants to do. So yeah, she's just like, you know, she does trust him, and she knows that he's going to return to her, but it's painful for him to be always going out all the time, and he's not really networking. He's not really doing anything he says he's doing. I think she wants to trust him, but she's kind of starting not to. I think the trust is starting to fade. Because it's like she's saying one thing about how he's not doing what he says he's doing, but then she's also saying that she trusts him. Or I feel like she's forcing herself to want to trust him and know and hope and pray that he's not doing anything that would warrant disrespect to her, you know, or to their relationship. Caesar and Duchess are on the Lovelock Bridge, the famous Lovelock Bridge in Paris. And he brings out like this beautiful lock that they can put on the bridge. And of course she's elated with joy that he has it. And it was a really nice lock. I'm like, wow, that was a fancy lock. I don't know how much he paid for that lock to get it engraved in that color, but it was really standing out amongst all those other locks. Like I can see like, okay, if I go there, I'll know exactly which one is theirs, because it just stood out just like that. And then like towards the end of the episode, it was like, wait, there's more. He goes down, well, first he goes into his pocket, he pulls out a ring, a cute little ring too. And then he starts going down on one knee. And yeah, they pretty much ended there. So we have to tune in next week to see what happened. But OMG, they about to get married. They about to tie the knot in Paris. But I don't know, because she looked like she was hesitating. When they showed a little trailer clip, kind of looked like she was hesitating, like, You know, I feel like he got to work a little harder. Like, yes, you came to Paris, you want to be all romantic and all that. But even if she take the ring, I don't think she should get married to him right away. Let him prove himself just a little bit. Because it's easy to get married, but it's much harder to get that divorce. I'm just saying. So, yeah, you definitely got to know what you're doing and if you really want to do it before you do it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Later.